All right. Hello. And welcome to In Which We Live and Breathe. Today oh gosh. I'm your host, Ash. I'm going to be GMing. I use she, her pronouns. My brain's a little fuzzy. You're going to have to deal with that. We are here in our cyberpunk fantasy future. And we're picking up from, we had a little bit of a gap, which created a very extended, intense hangover. And hangover?
Cliffhanger, Ash, not a hangover.
God damn it.
Well, wait until you see Shard and Sleepy when we come out of the digital.
Yeah, hangover totally made sense to me. I was like, yep.
Yep.
Seems like a thing.
I'm on board. I got four lovely cyberpunks who I very much appreciate the assistance of in the telling of this very strange tale. So I'm going to get them to introduce themselves and their characters, starting with Emily. How you doing?
I am doing well. Hi, I am Emily. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am a filmmaker and an artist. And in this particular game, I'm going to be playing Owler, who does actually have a real name, but I don't know if anyone knows it. I haven't decided yet. So we'll go with Owler. Owler.
Just putting that out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know it. I'm pretty sure you know her other name. She was a child test subject in an experimental program run by a big mega corporation, and ended up with a mutation that gives her sweat sedative properties, so she can make people fall asleep when she touches their skin.
Yeah.
And other than that, she's just like big moody butch, basically.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Luke, how's your face?
Hello, I'm Luke. My pronouns are they, them. I am a game designer. I am a GM for children. I am a podcast host. I am a cast member on this place and other places. My character is Val, and she is a small angry lady. Who is good at violence, but typically doesn't do it unless Owler says so. She wears a charcoal grey suit, cut really sharp and dangerous and pointy, and then stark white gloves. Her skin is as pale as plastic, her lips are as red as blood, her hair is as dark as oil, and her eyeliner game is sharp enough to cut a CEO's throat. And when she touches things with her bare hands, they rot and disintegrate and fall apart into mush. Because she was also a test subject.
Slightly worse than the, falling asleep thing.
I mean, but, at least I can, cover my, I can...
Yeah, fair.
Right? It's different kinds of bad.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Cherry, how you going?
I'm good. I am Cherry. I'm an accessibility advocate and streamer, and my character is called Shard. Well, my pronouns are they, them, but my character is called Shard, and their pronouns are also they, them. Shard is a person who doesn't know where they're from, doesn't know whether they were born or whether they were engineered. They are they have no memories beyond 2 years ago. They have a bioengineered skin sac. They have iridescent color-shifting skin with slate gray undertones that shifts with mood and light. They have a weird, disfigured body that's kind of attractive to some people anyway. They have prosthetic legs that don't fit properly and don't necessarily always work properly, so they also use a drift chair. But they are strong. They have some neurodiversity issues and retreat to the digital a lot. They thought they were good at it, but apparently they have really shit luck, so...
I mean, putting anyone next to Sleepy in the digital makes everyone look like a foolish child, because Bridget knows how to min-max a role-playing game character, which is excellent. How you doing, Bridget?
I'm doing alright. Hi everyone, I'm Bridget. I use she, her pronouns. I'm going to be playing Sleepy, who is our friendly neighborhood cat, who also uses she, her pronouns. As Ash mentioned, she has one really good skill, and she's kind of like at everything else, which is fine. It's never caused a problem for anyone yet, and I don't expect it to in the future.
Cool, awesome. So I'm trying to remember. We don't have a specific like start of session thing that we need to do. So
I have a mechanics question.
yes,
The resetting of purchases.
yes,
One, I cannot find where it is written in the doc because I'm a fool. And two, more importantly, yeah, is it at the end of the mission or at the end of the session? Like, do we still have our shit from last time?
Let me.
Because I bought a bunch of good
because
shit.
it's changed.
I
So
want to still have.
I think we'll do it when you celebrate a victory with your community.
Like, I think that makes sense because that's also when like values for heat and rep and stuff move.
Yeah, they don't quite do it that way, but I think we need to just like bundle all that together into its own thing. So
Cool.
yeah. But at the
I
moment,
still have filth, a cockroach spirit.
yes, you
Yay!
do. Yes, you
And
definitely
weird bug
do.
juice.
So, who wants to like let us know what happened last time and where we're at?
Yeah, it was complicated.
Sleepy fell asleep.
There was a lot of layers.
That's true. That Sleepy did
Sleepy
fall
went to
asleep.
sleep and had a weird kind of like supernatural parasomnia thing wherein she was being like lifted bodily off the ground and strangled by a ghost starfish.
By the dream starfish.
Yep.
Yeah, dream.
The horrifying Lovecraftian starfish abomination that lives in all of your dreams, chat. You know,
Yeah.
you remember.
Everyone
Knows about that one,
right?
and if they
There
don't know,
was-
it's just because they've chosen to forget.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
I
don't
remember
forget
one day.
the dream within the dream, where we met the thing made out of like static and faces
That's
and
right.
images.
Ah,
And
yes,
Yes.
the dream within the dream, Mowage.
I was going to make an inception. Also, Ash, why is it that we're now going into our 5th hour of playing a role-playing game about dreams for today?
Because
Question
dreams.
Dreams are great.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I
we get to tell
guess.
weird stories. So
Yeah, and then we tried to go.
Well, there's a digital problem too. There was some kind of scanner or something. We don't know what it really was. Shard tried to deal with it and fucked up. As
Yeah,
always.
Shard was like, well, clearly this problem cannot be magic, because magic
Yeah.
is made up. So
And
I will
also,
go to the
Shard managed to disappear during the magic.
Yeah, so I will go into
Again.
the digital to check out what is really going on,
Yeah,
and then discover a completely other problem that we were also dealing with.
yeah.
And then, like, fast forward past a bunch of fiddly stuff that I don't remember, but I decided to go into the ethereal and fight a giant, horrible starfish monster, and Shard and Sleepy went into the digital to try and deal with the horrible printer eyes thing.
Yeah. After we woke
And
Sleepy
then-
back up.
Yeah, and then Owla stayed in the physical world to take care of our bodies, and then discovered a third, also bad, dangerous thing.
Yep.
Well, wasn't the third
Which might be the same.
no, there was. Yeah, I think it was the same thing. I think
It was the scan. Well, the thing that I saw was the scanner shell that we've
Yeah.
seen previously.
I think that was the crackly lightning thing. That's my headcanon.
And complicating everything, the piano roll camera eye thing that we found has the same MAC address as Shard.
Yeah.
As
So, yay.
That was the great cliffhanger. Yeah.
that was the
was the
great cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
And also, we have a cute fire elemental that lives in our water heater.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's a very important detail for us to read.
That's an important detail.
I forgot that part. I'm sorry.
means we can, like,
I don't remember that part at all. Did I fall asleep?
I don't know, maybe. It was a small detail, but
I'm just excited because that means at some point we can weaponize it. We can let it out and throw it in someone's face and set them on fire.
Don't weaponize our friends.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It
All
just
spirits
wants
like
to do
hurting
its
people.
job, you know.
That's the nature. Yeah. It wants to do its job, Emily. You mean burn things because it's a fire spirit?
Fulfill its destiny. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I don't know that all fire spirits are the same. You know, I think there's like candle spirits and like hearth spirits, and then there's like wildfire.
I feel like all of those spirits are spirits of fire, and the basic chemical drive of fire is to spread and consume things.
Well, I'm
Like
sure
how
you can
water
be very
makes
philosophical.
water makes things wet, Emily. It's the same thing. And that was your dose of witchy,
Yep.
like epiphenomenalist
Yep.
ontology for the day.
Fantastic.
Ash, we're playing a role-playing game. What's happening?
Yeah.
That's
That's about where we go.
Ala, so you were like looking out across the road. There was a lead
Yes.
that was running down into the drain under the street.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that someone like went past and went past on the street. I think so. Yeah, we see you like in the alleyway near the road, and yeah, someone totally like goes past on like a fucking magic broom and like splashes water in you on you from the street. And like you look across and like you're like blah, and you look across the road and that figure is just sitting ordering. Were they ordering crepes or something?
Dumplings, I'm pretty sure.
Dumplings, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The scanner shell.
Yep. And the weird and that tea.
Yeah, the tea.
Bubble tea.
The Hong Kong tea. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not
right.
bubble tea. It's
No, it was like a weird coffee tea thing, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
The milk tea. Was it milk tea or something?
I'll look it up.
Maybe.
It was something very like Shanghainese.
I remember it being very specific.
Yeah, it's called Hong Kong style milk tea. Yeah.
So I remember that I had gotten out into the alley because I was following. Yeah, that's right. I was following where the trying to locate a cord, the end of a cord or something that had come out of the wall, and I found the little printer. And it had pictures, and one of the pictures was of Shard, and I have pocketed that picture. But I was trying to work out, like who put this here, where did this come from, and that's when I
Yeah.
it's gonna show. Okay, cool. I was just trying to get my ducks in a row. Does the scanner shell appear to have noticed, like be looking at me, or
It's not looking at
are they
you.
just doing their own thing? And does the cord? Does the the cord goes into a drain?
Into a drain. Yep.
That seems bad. It seems like not a thing I should do on my own. I've heard that there are clowns down there.
You don't want to mess with clowns.
No.
Especially not the kind that live in drains.
We all
Exactly.
float down here, Georgie.
That's the one. I don't want to go down there. No, thank you. I think I'm going to. Actually, oh no, that might be bad. I was gonna say I'll just unplug it, but like that could be bad. If I don't know how digital stuff works, and what if I unplug it and then my friends just disappear into the digital ether? I don't know. That could be a thing. I'm gonna go back into the room where everyone is and check that they're all still okay, and like drop the call that I had on my phone because I had set it up so that I could hear what was going on in the room. But I'll close that down once I get back in there. But I'm just gonna go back in and I'm gonna keep watch.
Sure. Yeah. Has anyone currently got an elevated heart rate or anything like that?
I am crying oil.
Sweet.
Cool.
I sort of like wipe your face a little bit, and it doesn't seem to do anything or stop
Well,
it, and then I just kind of like
But like, also, I think like that is a thing that happens sometimes when Val isn't it? Like, I
Okay,
don't think
yeah.
that's like a
That's not new.
oh no thing. Like that's a
Well, I
oh,
do that
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
I try to clean you up, but it's just not going to work. So I just.
So Val, you're in the ethereal, and
Yep. I summoned a big starfish.
yeah, summoned. Yeah, I guess that's the word. Yeah. But there is the building is turning into the body of the starfish consuming you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you've got your friend the weird cockroach called Filth.
Filth the cockroach.
Filth the cockroach is there with you.
And also, my other friend, Verdigris, the oil spirit, is like all over my hands.
Yes, that's true. We have established that. What do you want to do about the fact that you're like, kind of like seconds from being consumed by a building-sized magical starfish? Ghost
Yeah,
starfish?
we said there was like a big door. Like that there was like a mouth door thing, right?
Yeah,
like one
a
of the
door
doors
has become a
upstairs.
mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna walk into it. This is all part of the plan.
All right, cool. It closes and starts crunching on you with its giant teeth.
Starfishes do starfishes have teeth?
I gotta look this up now.
Right? Like, it's not my understanding that echinoderms, like, chew things in that way necessarily.
I mean, it's also not my understanding that echinoderms become giant ghost houses.
Yeah.
Emily, you have clearly been reading the wrong
also-
parts of Wikipedia.
Clearly.
In the first episode, you summoned a Pokemon, so.
Yeah, no, starfish have like weird pointy teeth.
Okay, cool. Alright, in that case, I'm not...
They have weird pointy teeth in their mouth butt.
Okay, in that case, I'm not going to step into its mouth. I have a better plan.
Okay.
Which is, right? Like,
In that
'cause
case.
it's like the building all around me, right?
Yeah, basically,
It's
it's the walls are turning into giant starfish arms.
Yeah, and so I already have my gloves off.
Mhm.
And so I'm just going to start touching things. Like, I'm just going to start, like, ripping into its flesh with my bare hands and using the power that, like, the fact that I'm very, very good at doing violence to things and that my touch is, like, horrible and necrotizing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to start, like, this thing has put me up close to its fleshy body, and I'm just going to start melting its fleshy body because it shouldn't have done that, and that was an unwise thing to do.
Yeah, fair. Where is... I did have a big number that I rolled for you, didn't I? Yeah, there you go.
It's like when you're a human and you wrap your hand around a wasp. And it just starts stinging you.
Yeah, sure.
Because of course it does.
Yeah, cool.
So,
and what's your intent? What are you hoping will happen?
I want to kill this starfish.
Sure, cool, excellent.
I want to fuck it up so badly
Mm-hmm.
and necrotize it so badly that it just dies.
Oh, see, that wasn't so bad. That was a pretty poor
Yeah, it's
roll
not
on
so
my
bad.
part.
It's like just above average.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so I am going to use my weird bug juice and drink a shot to power up.
Mm-hmm.
Verdigris is literally all over my hands and helping me.
Yeah.
Which is what I called it here to do, and Filth agreed to help me in exchange for getting to eat the entire horrible carrion dead starfish body.
Yep.
Which, like, I'm on board with. I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
I'm doing violence. My capability is relevant because it's horrible, necrotizing, touchy, blah.
Mhm.
And is there anything else I can stack on? Where's our... I can't see our totals of things anymore.
Yeah, if you... Let me just check that this is set up. Everyone...
Bracing
Oh,
myself for a
okay.
cool tech thing.
Yeah, it's Roll20 thing that I'm doing for you. It can be controlled by all players. Alright, on the left you should be able to see the clique with the bars.
Oh, that's cool.
Green is cash, blue is rep, red is heat. So you've got a lot of cash left, you've used up a bunch of your rep, and I don't have a lot of heat left because I spent 8 of it on
this starfish.
on Starfisho.
Just say starfish show.
What? No.
No, you know what? We're gonna play to find out what happens. We're gonna see what happens. Maybe it'll work, and maybe it will be really bad. Anything is possible. Let's just see what happens.
Mhm.
Cool. Alright, and I'm rolling body.
Mhm.
And I got no bonus dice. Because I've got them ticked. Ooh, do I need to tick them on and off? Because it's the start of a session to get it activated?
No, only
Ash.
when the character is created.
Cool. Okay, I am set then. 47 challenge value. Let's see what happens.
God damn it, Luke. I mean, yeah, you do it.
I'm good at role-playing games, actually.
Yeah, you are. That's excellent. Yeah, violence, capability. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
violence
excellent.
is my best skill.
I mean, yeah, you kill it. What does it look like?
It's really awful. Like,
Yes.
because I think killers are generous. Like, Val dismantles it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Val just like systematically one like starfish limb at a time, just like tears through the like weird like suckery surface and like into the flesh below, which like immediately starts like and like melt and rot away, and like the verdigris gets in its blood, and the cockroach spirit is like, you know, like just like nibbling at all of the disgusting rotten flesh, and just like one arm goes away, and then like we just do that until it doesn't have any limbs left, and it's just basically helpless.
Yeah.
And then she just like kneels down and puts her hands on like on its flesh, and just stays there as the necrotizing spreads until like it's just dead.
Yeah. I mean,
That's real gross.
you find yourself standing in like a pile of chunky, rotten starfish giblets.
Chunky.
And like,
I made a gross character. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's cool. Excellent.
It's okay. It's alright.
Yeah. But I think that's going to take a while, so I think we need to cut away and see what's happening
and I think at the end of that, I just like kind of like brush my hands off, and like collect verdigris into like a little like ball, and like set it on my shoulder, and then pull my unicorn gloves back on.
Yeah.
And then just like pat Filth on the head, and I'm like, there you go, buddy.
Yeah,
and
verdigris just goes slop against the side of your head in an affectionate gesture.
Yeah. Yeah, and Filth just starts like
just starts eating all of these giblets.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent.
That's me.
Great. That's good. This game goes real fast. How's the digital world? Is anyone a digital monster?
I think we're doing all right. Although we're probably like freaking out now, right?
You've made a startling discovery. A startling discovery. No.
Yeah.
Last session, Sleepy was like took a ton of uppers, so like she's still probably like
She did take a
you know
shit
like a
ton.
little bit. So, gosh, I don't know. Like, yeah, like so, like Sleepy probably like turns to Shard and is like, "Are you feeling okay? Like, did you maybe make something that you didn't tell any of us about, or like?"
Shard is baffled. Like, just wordless. Shard has 0 words, has no idea what's going on. Just stands there and is just like, I don't know. I've never seen this thing before in my life.
Do you like sleepwalk? Because like I sleepwalk sometimes, and I like make things. Like, did you maybe like make this in your sleep, and you just like don't remember?
I don't think so. No one's ever told me I sleepwalk before. But there's so much I don't know. That's like, Shard's just, yeah, totally at a loss. And as Shard suggests, maybe we should go home. That maybe at this point we have the information. This is what we came for. Maybe all we can do is take it back and see what the others think.
We just kind of want to like deny that this is it, like not confront it a little.
Just more like is so bewildered and so confused, knows that there needs to be answers, but that Shah doesn't have them here and doesn't even know where to start looking. And just like needs to go find out if anyone else knows what the hell could be going on. Because obviously I feel like Sleepy doesn't know, because otherwise Sleepy would have said something along those lines, right? So
yeah, like this was a very well protected bit stream. So like the only thing that you were able to find was the original MAC address, because like finding your way through the very large number of like route points to find the physical location of the thing, like just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that the thing that like stops that specifically is you know what, I'm going to give you another piece of information. The thing that stops you getting through that is a corporate firewall. Like one of the route points is behind a corporate firewall that you just can't actually like trace past there. So
do we know what corporation is originating the firewall?
Yes.
Like, do we know where it stops?
Yeah. You can definitely know that. Let me find that out. I'm looking for. There's what I want. What I want, it is yeah, all right. So it is, I'm gonna call it, why is my thing being weird? My roll 20 is being super weird. Crispin genetic resources.
Okay, so Shard's clearly thinking it's something to do with their origins at this point.
Ooh, maybe it's like some kind of inbuilt process thing that you do, like malware.
Yeah, like a Trojan.
On the other hand, like maybe it's a part of Shard, like to begin with. Like maybe this is why Shard has, doesn't remember anything like their past. Like maybe this is like blocking. So like, do we want to leave it alone, or do we want to try and like get rid of it or change it?
I suggest investigating the options first.
So Shard knows that Aula was looking for the physical thing, right? That Shard knows that Aula was looking, and so I guess Shard is wondering if Aula found something, and maybe we need to go find the physical thing that Aula was looking for.
I mean, yeah. Remember that you can send text messages in and out of the.
Oh, that's right.
I
forgot. Yeah, maybe we should text Aula and find out if she found anything.
Yeah, let's quickly text Aula and Val and be like, "What's up, friends? What do we got?"
Yeah.
Because I love the thing that like someone's like phone gets an SMS and it's like the person who's sitting in front of them unconscious.
Yeah, I know. I find that so great and creepy.
So what do you message them with?
So Shard just fires off something real quick, along the lines of, so got some new information, can't share yet. Did you find the thing?
Cool. Okay, so I'm just like sitting in the like bar room, cross-legged on the floor with all of these unconscious friends around me, and yeah, my phone like goes off again, and I check it and read the message. And yeah, I think I text back. Found the thing. Looks like a small photo printer. Out in the alley. Also, the scanner shell is here again. And like I think before I like actually no, I was gonna say there's like a dot 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 in there, but that's a me affectation. But I don't think that's a thing that Ella would do. Ella is a very simplistic typer, I think.
Yeah, Shard is the opposite of me. I can't send anything that's not 5 pages long.
Relatable.
So yeah. So did we put it in behind a firewall last time, didn't we? If I remember rightly.
Yeah, you've locked it off. It can't do anything currently.
Yeah, it can't do anything. So I think maybe we should go check out what it is in the physical world.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So yeah, you jump back out.
Cool. We snap back to life. My spine stops buzzing. Much to Owla's relief, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
It's not creepy. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like as you wake up, you hear me going like.
Owla. Someone has placed a cup of milk tea in the doorway.
In the doorway.
Like where the door that to the main road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I closed and locked.
Oh right, you closed and locked it, so you haven't seen this yet. Okay.
Yeah. So if it's out on the step, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet. All right.
Okay.
Excellent. In which case, Owla. Is it carpet in here, or is it? No, it wouldn't be carpet. It would be like lino or tiles.
Yeah, I always kind of pictured lino.
Yep.
And like some old rugs, like some really like.
Yeah. The tile pattern in the lino cracks as if they were real tiles. Like a bunch of cracks appear on them.
So it have Shard and Sleepy
This
just
is as
like,
they wake up, yeah.
as they're waking up. I see that. Does it make it? Is there an associated sound?
A cracking sound as if they were real
Cracking
tiles.
sound. Okay. I sort of I kind of frown at them a bit, and like tap them with my fingernails.
Still lino. The cracks are like printed into the lino.
That's unsettling. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I think I kind of turn my attention to to Shard and Sleepy. Is Val still out at this point? Still.
I think Val can wake up at the same time.
Sleepy. This is snap time.
Oh, Sleepy's like way ahead of you. Like she was sitting in like one of the booths, and she's just still curled up there now.
Yeah. So
And
I
like
think
none of the oil like sticks to her gloves as she's like wiping her face. It just like drips like right off.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the gloves are for. Cool.
Yeah, unicorn hide. It's magic.
Nice. What?
Because Val's hands like rot everything.
Rot things.
So
Yeah,
so
exactly.
like she has to have unicorn hide gloves so that she can like touch things. Like
You
Rogue.
say so.
Because otherwise the gloves would just dissolve.
Yeah, does Shard actually believe like that they're like unicorn hide, or is it just like, oh, you have like fancy leather gloves and you want to tell us it's unicorns?
Yeah, Shard thinks it's Shard thinks it's some bioengineered bullshit that people.
I mean,
have been calling
like
unicorn gloves too long to
unicorns-
remember what it is.
Yeah, unicorns are 100% a thing, but they might be bioengineered. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, like, just to be clear, like, it's not, when I say hide, like, it's not like leather, like, it's unicorn hair that is then, like, woven.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah. So they're like cloth gloves.
No one murdered a unicorn.
We didn't skin a unicorn.
Also,
Excellent.
just like the aesthetic of cloth is very important to me.
Yes.
So I think actually the first thing that I do after I like go over to each person as they're waking up and kind of like like look into their eyes and like I do this thing where I like put my hand into my sleeve, and for everyone except Shard, I sort of like like turn their face a little bit to like see if they're like really conscious. But like when I get to Shard, I just sort of like move my head.
Shard kind of shrinks, but like turns around so you can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and well, like once you react,
sure, yeah.
yeah, I like move back and sort of like put a hand up, and I'm like, and I say to Shard, found this in the printer, and I just hand you the little like Polaroid-y type picture. Which now I gather the image was of your digital self.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah. And I just
Which is like a
hand it
weird
to you.
void.
Yeah, but you don't. Do you know that's me? You don't know that's me, right?
I don't think I do, no, because I would never have seen it, and there's no reason that you would have described it to me. So
Yeah. So I'm like, well, that lines up. We have some things to tell you. First of all, this is me. I don't know how this came out, but that's what I look like in the digital world. So now you've met me for real.
Oh, that's very telling. That's a nice detail.
And so this thing comes from me. I can't tell you any more than that. I don't know why. I don't know how. We just know
Wait,
it's. I can't tell you
pictures-
more.
you mean the printer is coming from you?
Yeah, the connection
Oh,
is from me. It's connected to me. It is part of me. I don't know how. I can't tell you why.
Well, that makes sense because it's printing pictures of you. That makes sense.
But it saw me. It saw me. That's why it printed pictures of me.
Wait, so would it print pictures of anyone?
Yes. It detected me.
That's less good.
Also, there isn't any connection currently, but from you didn't have an outgoing connection to the printer. Is an important point.
Right. It just originated from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to find out more. Can you tell us more about the printer?
Well, there's a cord. Was sort of in the house. Followed it out into the alley. And it continues out there. It goes down a drain. I didn't follow it. Seems like a bad idea. Could go anywhere from down there, I guess.
So the signal like originates from Shard, right? And then it goes through some corporate stuff and then came back to the digital inside of our bar. Am I understanding this correctly?
Ash?
So, sorry, say again.
So the signal originates, the MAC address originates at Shard, and then it goes to some kind of like corporate site. We lose it at the firewall, but then it comes back out of that and comes all the way around to the digital outside, like inside of our bar.
Yeah. So so when you looked at the piano roll at the pianola, you could follow the signal, which had Cherry's fingerprint on it, had Shard's fingerprint on it, all the way to the corporate firewall and no further. And it was only at that point that you looked at the fingerprint and went, "Wait a minute, that's Shard's."
Okay, so it's less like, it's not so much a clear
So it's
origin as much as like it's,
Like the fingerprint tells you who created it.
who created it, right?
Okay. So okay. So we know it originates from Shard in as much as in like Shard made it.
Yeah.
But like we don't know where it's broadcasting from. Okay.
I mean,
And
Shard, it would have been put there by that the person with that fingerprint.
But Shard has no memory of this.
None.
Yeah, if Sleepy is like clarifying any of this stuff out loud, like Ella is just sort of like kind of like her eyes glaze over a little bit, and she's sort of like at some point like she's kind of just like staring really intently at Sleepy, and then at some point just sort of shakes her head a bit and goes, "Damn it, I didn't hear anything you just said."
Oh, it's okay. It's real simple. I'll break this down for you. There's a piece of Shard, or maybe Shard's past, and this corporation has it.
Okay.
And it's doing something to us now.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
I love this because Sleepy is Ash and Owla is me.
or also me. Like, this is very familiar. Okay. More bad news. That and like Owla kind of like pauses and looks a bit uncomfortable, and like kind of looks like gives sort of some side eye to like Shard, and then is like, that thing with the weird face is back. You know, the scanner shell.
That Shard, to this point, still doesn't believe exists because Shard has not seen it. Shard is like, show me the thing, show me right now.
Okay. Well, I know this seems. Look, I'm not going to explain where I saw it last. Just follow me, and I like go to the front door and open the door.
At which point there is the shop across the road. Has a sign on it saying out to lunch or like temporarily closed. So the blinds are drawn, and there is a cup of milk tea on the step.
Yeah, and as soon as I like look across the street and I see that, I just make like a frustrated noise. And I think like I don't notice the milk tea until I like slightly kick it with my foot, and it sort of makes like a noise, and I look down, and I like just kind of stare at it furiously. All of this is probably very strange to Shard.
I'm just looking down at the tea and just like leaning over the drift chair, just going.
And I just like I'm staring at the tea, and I look back at you, and I'm just kind of like, it was drink. It was so. And I like pick up the tea, and what is it in? What is the
like a really chunky like round like big round teacup?
Okay, but it is like an actual teacup, not like a disposable one.
Not a disposable one. No.
I look at it, and it's very clear that I wish that I could just crush it in my hand, but I like couldn't quite.
I think Val's like hand comes into frame next to you with the glove off, as though like, would you like to use me to vent your fury, because we can do that.
I like turn to Val, and I'm like, I would like to smash this cup, but I have a feeling this is some kind of message, and that if we smash the cup, we won't find out what the message is.
You recognize the cup as being from the shop across the road, obviously.
Yeah. I'm just assuming that this is some sort of weird coded something from the scanner shell.
I think Val like cocks her head at you and is like, "Do you think it touched it?"
Probably. It was drinking something like this.
Cool. Okay. And then she just like is pulling the glove back on and is like, "Could you just give it here?"
I hand it to you. And I'm like avoiding making eye contact with Shard because I'm like just really embarrassed and annoyed. And I feel like Shard is gonna look at me incredulously, and I don't want to see their expression.
Well, meanwhile, Shard noticed Val's gloveless hand and slowly just like noiselessly backed the drift chair away and is back towards where Sleepy is and is just sitting there calmly waiting.
I'm gonna do a mystical work.
Sure. What kind of mystical
work are you doing? We've seen me do this before a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And so Val just like takes the teacup in her gloved hands and like turns around and just addresses like the empty air over one shoulder and is like, "Hey, Filth, buddy, You wanna? That was a lot of starfish. Do you reckon you could owe me a favor? It's a big meal.
Yeah, and like, yeah, like in the ethereal, we see like, or like we half see Filth, like, yeah, climb up your back onto your shoulder, bloated, and just like, it's like, that was a lot of starfish, and like just vomits up a little bit onto you, and like, and it's like, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, and like just rubs it into your shirt.
Yeah, and I don't even notice, and I'm like, all right, and I just start talking to the teacup and the milk tea, and I'm like, who was holding you, buddy? Who was drinking you? Someone. They don't have a face. I don't know if they have a name, but like, they're definitely a person. Someone was Aula. Where were they?
And I just like point across the street.
Someone was sitting at that table across the street, and I know you know who they are. Whoever you are, whatever your name is, why don't you just come back, huh? Why don't you come back? We'll have a nice conversation. And I am trying to sway others. And or homunculi, depending on the nature of this creature.
Homunculi, yeah.
Yeah, and I am trying to, in the same way that I moved all of those onlookers on the boat, and also that I made the starfish come to me, I'm trying to summon this creature to, like, come to us.
Sure. Yeah.
Shah just sighs really loudly.
Yeah, right? And, like, this just looks ridiculous. Yeah, to a skeptic, this is, like, the most ridiculous thing ever.
I'm just like clenching and unclenching my fists, like sort of really like subtly next to my like side.
So I'm just gonna give you 3d10 for this one.
Yep. Alright, so this is mystical work. I've got verdigris. I've got filth helping me.
You got filth helping. I don't think verdigris can help you. Filth is worth.
I just missed. Yeah. I got the gross names from my weird spirit companions and stuff.
Yeah. So filth is worth 1d20 here, and you don't have to pay because it's juicy secrets.
Do I get that in addition to? Because I also paid the purchase price for filth.
You paid the purchase price for doing something that was not juicy secrets.
But doesn't that stuff linger?
The favor lingers, right? Like the thing that this person is doing. The way that I've rephrased it now.
If I need to fight another thing, filth will help me at 2d10.
Yes, exactly right.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No, cool. I follow.
It's the service that you purchase with rep.
Yep. Filth, a dirty cockroach gossip, is what I'm going to call this. Am I wrong?
No. Make sure you've got everything unticked that isn't appropriate as well. Just to be.
I'm going through. I'm doing my stuff.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Alright, so I got filth. I got my mystical work ticked. Emily, would you like to help?
Yep. Yeah, I can help. I have mystical work.
And Ash, if I spend, can I spend cash on the cup for it to be like a useful, like sympathetic token here?
No, specifically. So this is a technicality. Like, when you buy something with cash, it shouldn't matter which one you bought from the shop.
Okay, cool. Can I have a bonus because I have a sympathetic token?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm rolling dice against you for the sympathetic token, like resisting you. So like.
Yeah, that makes sense. Emily, where are we at?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to remember.
I think it's 1d10 normally.
Yeah, so I don't have to spend tension if I just want to give 1d10.
If you just want to add 1d10, you don't have to spend tension.
Cool. Well, I only have 1d10 in anyway, so. Yeah. So
alright, let's give it a go. 1d10. That Q0 is not a d10. And then 12.
Alright.
Take it.
So, let me have a look at my what I'm doing for. Am I rolling? So tilt, you don't outright fail. You get at least part of what you want, but the GM also makes a movement which might moderate your success. I'm going to look at my GM moves because
It's
nice and
Fate's
simple.
time.
All right. Let me. I just need to work out what this. I need to look at some stuff. Give me a second to work out what this specifically looks like.
I'm concerned. I love that saying "let's see" here is in the game, Ash. That's so good.
Let's see here.
You make it. I'm so proud of you. It's good. This is good.
All right. Yeah, okay, cool. You see the scanner shell, like you don't manage to summon it. You manage to summon like an echo of it or something.
Yeah, right.
It's
like a time ghost type.
Yeah,
like,
but for you,
like I'm seeing where it was.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not as blurry as it usually is. It's not as white noisy as it usually is. It's like it's still like shifting colors, but it's kind of like at the same time just more gray, more muted. And I think like it has something that looks vaguely like clothes that are like I think they're like blue in a kind of like in a copper way, like the copper rust, that kind of color. And I think you see them move more clearly than they usually do. They kind of swing like loosely at the joints as they kind of like just like pull themselves up almost by the back of the neck or the shoulders, and just kind of like rise up out of the pavement, and like you. This is the thing that like doesn't make sense, but they kind of like turn and take the cup of coffee, the cup of tea from across the from inside the thing, without like moving. They just reach and grab it, and like knock on the door or where the door would be. Look, wait, place it down carefully and gently. Look, they look at it, nod to themselves, and then just. I think they fall backwards. I think back down under into the pavement.
I have only one question that matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
Does Shard see this?
I mean, Shard's on the other end of the room.
Shard's just kind of sit on the edge of the drift chair, just kind of peering.
Yeah, but like this happens just outside the door. You don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
God, well, I mean, but like this takes some time, right?
Yes.
I suppose really my question is, Emily.
Yeah, I would say.
Like while I am doing this,
Do I see this
does
happen?
Aula want to bring Shard over
Absolutely.
to see the thing?
I would
right? 'Cause,
absolutely
like,
do that.
I
If
feel
this
like
is something, I was assuming that this was just an internal vision, but if this is a thing that I can see at all, then I immediately start
That's
going, Shard.
That's up to Luke.
Oh yeah, no, like I think like the intention was to like bring it here into physical space. So yeah, I think like it's definitely like accessible by as many senses as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just start like just saying like, Shard, come look.
So Shard kind of rushes over as fast as the drift chair goes, knocks a bar stool over on the way.
Fuck that
like,
bar
what-
school.
What is looking around? At this point, I think it's like the end of the memory, because it's like a memory vision, right?
Like a time shifted vision, like a replay or something. Like when you're in a racing game and it makes you race against your ghost.
Yeah, like a ghost. So I think Shard gets over right as the scanner shell falls back into the street, and like that's all Shard really catches is just that someone is falling over. They don't really see what it was or who it was, but they do see someone was there.
Yes.
But
I'll
like
take it.
for like not much else.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's a start.
Yep.
Thing
Do we
is,
wanna-
though, Shaj is just like, well, I knew someone left the tea. Like, tea doesn't have legs.
And Val just reaches out and like pats Owla's like shoulder, like, I'm so sorry.
I just sort of like shrug.
Ash, do we want to take a break?
I was just about to suggest that. Yeah, let's take a break and we can come back in a minute. We'll be back shortly, chat. See what this weird investigation leads to next.